Bonjour à tous, hello everyone, welcome back to Mount Mac episode 14. This is Mac Plays on Mac. Let's go. So today, one more time, I'm in France and I don't have a Mac, so the sound is gonna sound a bit odd today, but bear with me. We have a big episode, a lot of things happen. I'm sorry that we actually missed a week because of the holidays. I was actually out of town and was not able to record anything, but anyway, let's get into today's episode. We are gonna be utilizing the Japan region pack, the UK region pack, and also the new update of the game, Detailer patch 2.0. What a change into the game. I've mentioned that already in a previous episode, I didn't see much performance difference, but I'm still welcoming all of the new things that happened in this change. So here, as you can see, I'm just creating more industry because I want to be able to produce a lot of the things that my residents need in here. So that's why we have this first industrial area over there with all of the concrete, so it's going to help all of the construction, and here we're going to do all of the basic needs with all of the different agricultural ones. So we are starting with this one over here, and we're going to go on the other side of the highway like there, and we're going to have a couple more one, including the one for the textiles, the carrots for the food, and you'll see pretty much most of them. So these are far from my most detailed industries, but I just wanted to see how it was working, how is affecting my quantities. Was it too much? Was it not enough? So this is more just like placeholders right now. I am not happy about the fact that they all have the same kind of colors. It's very hard to differentiate which one is which, so I will look into fix that in the future. You're gonna see much more details, but in the meantime, while we're in this original part of town, I see a lot of issues, including in terms of elementary school, and we have received a lot of new assets since I built this area of town. So I'm utilizing this brand new amazing elementary school, and I wanted to try to see how it fits with this parking lot, because the asset now is smaller than what I used to have here, and I don't like it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the actual road with the side parking lot on it, and it just suits incredibly well. I just had to change the road into one ways, and here I'm creating another exit from the back of the high school. We also upgraded it, and we are gonna put the fences back all the way to the street just like this, and while we're at it, we're gonna add more surface over here. So homelessness, I still think that's an issue. I don't know if the patch really fixed much for me. I didn't see much difference in terms of performances and inhabitants or anything like this, and yet the game ran for a while. So I don't know. I tried to download Bye Bye Homeless mod again, and it says that even if it was uploaded for this version of the game, I cannot run it with it, so that's too bad. I'm making a ton of money right now, as you can see, so I'm able to decrease the amount of taxes. Hopefully I can get more demand now for the medium and high density, and while we're at it, we're gonna get a forestry area over there. So I'm not happy at all with this forestry area, but again, all of my industries are gonna change. This is more just right now to see how much do I need and what's gonna do to my demand. I need to move that power line though. This is going too much into it, and here, as you can see, my fire station was broken because of these two assets that I have over here. I cannot delete that. I tried a lot of different things. I love this new German asset fire station over here, so I'm going to put it at the corner, and we're just going to rebuild a parking lot just the way it was before. We're going to add some fake parking, fake decals, just to make it look like it's usable back here and on the side as well, and some service parking, but still the fire truck don't work, and unfortunately it's going to create me an issue that we're going to see in the future. Now I'm enjoying the new parks. All of this is going to suit perfectly in this triangle corner here, Now the surface don't match, so I'm just changing all of them, and I actually went a long way. I could have just deleted all of them and created my own, but I wanted to see if I was able to just do the surface in as one, and as you can see, it just not working very well, so I just redid all of it, and it's so much more coherent like this. Now let's just add a few trees and some parking, and boom, here we go, a nice little plaza by the water. My train station, we have new assets. I'm thinking about putting a new one, but I don't think I'm gonna do it yet because it's gonna make a lot of change into the term of the alignment for the train rail, so we'll deal with that later. And now we are also gonna redo all of our different roundabouts. We got so many new kind of roundabouts, so let's just put decals now instead of trees in the middle of them. It makes much more sense when the tram has to go through the center of the roundabout, so it was very stupid to have trees before. And here I created a new extension and a junction to the main road because we are actually gonna add quite a lot. So unfortunately I broke the grid here, and to make it better I started from the beginning, and always make sure to deactivate the two snapping guide tool to have a perfect grid. We're gonna go with more commercial here, and some parking as well for the area, but mostly this parking actually is going to be used because we're going to have a lot of low rent area. I'm trying to fill this as much as possible because I'm trying to tackle the homeless issues that we're having in the city, and we'll see if it's gonna work. Right now I'm not having much luck with it, but you'll see how it's gonna work though. So we're gonna go obviously with the Paris with the low rent that came with the Paris region pack, and honestly I'm very happy with this little area. I'm still discovering the assets, although this one are very basic, and I already used them before, but I'm liking to do like some mix and match in terms of height and shape, and make sure they're all connected through the back doors if they want. And we're gonna make the whole thing as if it was just a one residential complex, and actually we're even gonna go on the other side of that park. We just need to make sure that we're gonna make everything accessible by walking area, and Scopo Plaza as well, just so people can hang out all around here. And I'm thinking about using the same one over there, and with a corner here, but we're gonna have to move that building a bit later after I connect all of the back of the building together, and then to the park, just like this. Now we're done with all of this. I just want to make sure that the surface is very similar all around the complex, so we're just going to drag the same surface from the actual park in the middle, and we're also going to add some parking lots, because I feel like this area, even though we're going to build a ram transportation over here, I think it's still going to be very suburbia, so it needs to have a lot of parking lot for the people to be able to come from here back to work and back here. So yeah, that's what it's going to look like. We have our little commercial area right there with some offices, a mix of offices and a mix of commercial. We're also going to make sure that people, if they want to walk there, they can, by extending a path, pedestrian path, and we're going to make it also more quieter for the different building from the train by adding some trees. And I think that our office demand is bigger and bigger, and we're gonna add more offices onto the main street, and also some commercial area, because now this street being such a wide street, and we're gonna now make a tram network on it. I think it's more suitable for commercial and business over residential. Now the problem that I have, I did all of this, and the road that I use, I created my own road, and I used it as a transportation road, and because of this, none of the buildings that are on it can actually have any of the services. So I decided to go back before this, and we're actually going to use the same road without having the transport selected on it. And just like this, now everything is working, so I just need to redo everything. We're going to redo all of the zoning, and we're going to make sure that the road and the lane that I'm actually going to build makes sense. So I'm thinking to have stops that are not too close from each other, but yet that are kind of close enough so people who are in the neighborhood streets can actually access it very easily. Now, one of the main problems that I encounter while building this network is working on a grid. It makes it very hard for the tram to do 90-degree turn, and because of this I had to change the road from what I really want it to be. Like, for example, you're gonna see that here everything works fine because it's a nice angle, but here I couldn't do the curve. I wanted to go first in front of the station, but I couldn't make that curve over there, so I had to change my way to do the road. And now I'm just connecting all of the different stops together with the same and unique line that we're gonna have. We actually reuse that small line that was going all the way to the bridge corner, and we're dragging it now all the way north, and it actually makes it perfect length. Think this is the right amount of tram. The problem is we are running out of tram in our tram depot, so I'm gonna have to find a solution on how to fix this. I didn't really want to create an extra tram depot in this area of the map. I felt like we have one per neighborhood or per area, and I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Now, being this more of a rural area, I wanted to try something else with the tram. I wanted to make the tram lane green like it was grass in Europe. You see a lot of grass lane in more rural suburban area. Unfortunately, none of the grass surface works. The only one that were working were the asphalt and the bricks, so I gave up on this. Maybe I'll download some special one that would work for this kind of case, but right now unfortunately that wasn't working. Now we're gonna add a lot of different things to our city. I'm adding universities, I'm adding hospitals. I really want to make it more of an urban area, and it's true that we don't have any college in all of our map yet. We're also gonna add a city hall, and I went for the French one because it's more unique and I haven't used that asset. I wanted to put it into the main city center of this area. Unfortunately, there is no plot of land that are big enough to fit it, and it's so dense that it wouldn't actually fit very well there. So I was thinking, what a better place than that brand new park and train station that we built earlier. Now, as I was playing with the asset, I saw that this asset was exactly half of the size I had over there of my square, so I decided to put them back to back and make them more of single asset. I am not 100% convinced I love the way it looks yet. I kind of like the idea of it, but everything looks fine, just the rooftop don't connect very well unfortunately, so I'm not sold on it yet. We'll see. Now I'm looking at an area where should I build my new campus university, and I'm looking at all the new assets we have for university because I never used any of them, and I saw this beautiful small German one, and I felt this was perfect to put into the city, and also being only 500, it's small enough and the footprint is perfect for a dense urban area, and I felt that if we can continue this over there, that was a perfect spot for it, and it fits amazingly. Now it's kind of empty on the south side of that building, so I wanted to add more building, and we're going to use the urban promenade. But while I was working on this, I saw that I had an ambulance issue. No ambulance were coming out of here, and it's because the asset I had before, I guess, was not working, was not doing the job, so I did an extra one right there in the meantime to save our problem with this, because right now we had a death wave. So using the urban promenade assets, I'm just using only the 2 tiles, 2 by 2 tiles, and I'm just building them to the shape I want. And just like this, I really like the way it is, especially from the side. You can see that actually it all looks like it's blending together very well, like it's part of it, it's meant to be like this, and I'm very happy about it. Now, adding all of this, one thing that I'm missing is parking lot, and I just decided to put this solar parking lot for now. We'll see what's gonna be developed here. I'm gonna redevelop this whole area in the next episode, so I just want to place them as a placeholder right in the meantime. This is what we built today. Let's take a look at our tramline and all of the other different things we built today. C'est la fin de l'épisode. Here we go. This is the end of the episode, the end of the year. I just want to wish all of you a happy new year, happy holidays, and just making sure that you had a great time during this holiday time. Now, I'm very excited for next year. Thank you very much for sticking with me during this first year. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye. Au revoir. À bientôt. À l'année prochaine.